Virgos, this is your June 2019 channeled message from Spirit. Some people like to call it translated message from Source, followed up with a custom tarot scope per sign. I'm going to let Spirit kind of guide the way for that so that you make the most out of every area of your life in the month of June 2019. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the reading. Virgos, you are doing more harm than good. You're doing more harm than good. Some of you think you're trying to protect yourself. Some of you are feeling a little jaded. Well, they did all of this horrible stuff to me, so it's only justified for me to do this mean thing to them. I'm protecting myself. It's only kind of continuing the cycle of mean, and most importantly, it's keeping you in the vibration of hate, of anger, of revenge, of I need to protect myself from this bad thing. No, either forgive them and have the clarifying conversation, or move on. You bouncing back and forth between the two is causing all the mental anguish in your head, Virgo. You either got to choose to be willing to recognize if you go back to have a conversation with them to clarify, they can't hurt you. Many of you won't even be in the same room if you choose to have the conversation. It's called picking up the phone and having a phone call. Hey, I just got to ask, how did you actually feel? When you meant this, how did you actually say it? There's such a fear of vulnerability to have that conversation that you're staying in fear. You're staying in, no, I can't possibly have that conversation with them because if they meant it in the mean way, then that's going to hurt worse. If they meant it in the nice way, and then you're going into, but look at all this mean stuff they did. They couldn't have possibly meant it in the mean way. But yet you're staying in between the place of, should I just completely move on? Should I have the clarifying conversation? Quite frankly, you're causing your own mental anguish, Virgos. Forgive, forget, move on, clarify, be willing to be vulnerable. Because the main thing that we saw that went wrong between you and the previous person was defense mechanism against defense mechanism. Oh, hey, hi, this person was on the phone. They go, oh, maybe they don't like me. And then you kind of get over your anxiety and go, oh, hey, hi. And they're like, but they don't like me. And then you turned away. It was a big misunderstanding, Virgos. It was a huge misunderstanding. And whether you decide to take the leap, call them, get a little closure, have a little bit of a clarifying conversation, be willing to be a little vulnerable, because you know what? You have enough other sources of love in your life that it doesn't matter if that person returns it or not. It might be nice just to have the human to human. Hey, you're human, I'm human. I meant no harm. I meant no harm. Forgiveness from this definition of just letting go of the hurt. Instead of running through, but they did this, and this to me, and keeping it on your mind, you're the ones re-hurting yourselves right now, Virgos. Many of you are juggling between a choice. Should I do this? Should I do that? But you've been juggling with this choice for quite some time. That juggling is what's torturing your brain and weighing you down right now. We would highly encourage you to make a choice. If you're going to choose to completely move on, start making extra time to notice everything going on in your life right now. This, I like my house, I like my pillow, I like my tree, I like this. Draw your attention to the here and now. 3 to 4 times a day for a good 15 minutes. You got to anchor yourself into the here and the now. Or be willing to, hey babe, when you said XYZ, how did you mean it? When you say that, this is how it feels to me. Because you're either going to get the clarifying, the clarity. Some of you will kiss and make up. Some of you will just get the, okay, they weren't as evil and mean as I thought they were, but they were at least nice enough, and now I can move on easier with peace. Or maybe some of you will patch up a friendship again. You got to make a choice between the two, Virgos, because you are the only one torturing yourself right now. We invite Kelly to pull 3 cards, 2 cards, and 2 cards. Whew. Virgos, comment below. What's going on? Is it an ex-lover for you? Is it a conversation with a boss? Is it a conversation with a kid? Sorry to hear that you're going through so much anguish. And as I shuffle the cards, I'm doing a giveaway this month, and this time someone from every zodiac sign is going to win my High Vibe membership club. It comes with live synchronization workshops. And for the month of June, I'm going to do 2 workshops, the 15th and the 29th. So if you want to win and get in on those good high flying vibe workshops with spirit, then all you have to do is comment, but just do a comment and you are automatically entered to win. So just comment below, let me know what's going on. You can even just say hi, you're automatically entered to win, and I'll pick a winner. I'll pick the winner before June 15th, obviously, so you can attend the workshop. Just comment below and enter. Let me know how this is going for you. But okay, ooh, okay. So it looks like whoever it is that you're thinking about, you got the King of Fire reversed, the 9 of Air reversed, the King of Earth upright, crossed by the Lovers reversed, and the Page of Fire reversed. Oh, Virgos, you're literally in this place of King of Fire reversed, King of Earth reversed. You're thinking about the coulda, woulda, shoulda, what could have been with the person. Thinking about, I could be better off by my own. You were literally just bouncing. And for some of you, it may not be love. There's a chance that this may be about work too. You got love and work cards in here. So for some of you, this is about work. Should I take the new job? Should I take the promotion? Should I stay where I'm at? I'm going to focus on the love one, but know that this might apply to something else other than love, okay? Should I buy this car? Should I, take the car from my boyfriend? Whatever it is for you. You are seriously struggling with a decision. You're ignoring the fact that calling them, this one, right now it looks like you're kind of choosing the confident, happy, completely on my own. You're kind of ignoring that there's unresolved issues with the past person. You're kind of ignoring that there's unresolved business. There's just lack of closure because you got the 9 of Air in between the 2 cards. So these 2 cards represent the choice you're having. And then the King's suit. And one's showing up reverse. And the fact that it's the Fire suit reverse, this has definitely taken a confidence toll on your passion. Am I approaching life right? It's taken a toll on your, am I working too hard and not giving enough to love? It's rocked your confidence. And it's literally causing, you got the 9 of Air reverse. This is when it's upright, it means you're in mental anguish. When it's reversed, it's kind of like you're trying to ignore that there's this issue. And you're trying to be happy. Sometimes people call this suppression. Sometimes spiritual people like to call this you're bypassing, you're oppressing, you're repressing, you are ignoring something that you want an answer to. And you either have to be willing to call the person and work it out with them, or, there's Byron Katie, ByronKatie. She has a website up that has, you'll have to navigate a lot of the free stuff on her website. But she has this process. When so-and-so did XYZ, how did I feel? Is it necessarily true that that's how they meant it? Yes or no? Can you 100% without a shadow of doubt know that that's how they meant it? Yes or no? And then you just write a list of all the emotions that you felt when they did whatever it is they did to you. You make a commitment to never want to feel those again. And then you flip the script on yourself. Those horrible things that they did, how did I do it? And that was a hard pill for me to swallow with my ex. I kind of went, he was so angry, he never communicated, he just never told me what he wanted. And then I went, well, I felt worthless, I felt unwanted. And then I went, oh, how am I not communicating? And then I went, oh, I never told him, please stop yelling at me. I never told him, hey, I like you. I didn't communicate. I didn't value myself. So you guys kind of go through that. You can either reach out and call the person to get some clarity, and you heard spirit. Some of you will kiss and make up. Some of you will at least patch it over so there's a friendship there. Some of you at least recognize that no one meant any harm and you guys could both go your merry way. No matter what, it looks like reaching out to them is going to kind of work out for you. Or do the Byron Katie, do the inner work so that you at least you kind of can become aware of the role that you played in the situation, and you'll be able to release it. Because right now, guys, you got the Lovers reversed and the Page of Fire reversed. So when this card's upright, it's just a huge head or heart. Excuse me, guys. I'm like in a farm right now and the allergies are kicking up. It's a head or heart decision. Am I going to listen to my head? What my head is telling me, no. Excuse me. My head is telling me not to contact them because they're cluster B this, they're this crazy, they're this mean, they're vindictive, they're yada, yada, yada. My head's telling me no. But my heart is like, why is my heart still longing for them? My heart is like, but maybe they didn't mean it that way. When it's reversed, followed by the page of fire reversed, you're really trying to ignore that it is a decision that you have to make. You're acting as if this other person did this thing that was so horrible to me that there's not even a choice to go back. I don't have a choice. I just have to suck it up. And it's stifling your passion. It's you want to communicate with the person, but you're holding back. Guys, oh God, don't listen. And there was one time a different ex of mine, I reached out, just talked to him for like 10 minutes. And it was just a day-to-day conversation. And that's when I just realized, like, oh, he's not the person I remember. He's definitely not someone I'd want to date. It just it took that doubt off of my brain. So that I wasn't just constantly either trying to ignore the issue or thinking about them still. You guys are definitely like in your head, very likely about an exit. Again, it might be about work too. Yeah, you might be regretting a career change that you made too. Maybe not regretting, but you're like, did I make the right move? Is this actually better? Can I even go back to my old job? You're never going to know unless you call, guys. Don't like sit in that period of like angst, that period of the what if game. It's not fun. It's not fun, guys. And you not reaching out to either the job place to, hey, is it possible for me to come back? Or the ex-lover, it's really stifling your enjoyment of life. It's really stifling your passion. It's kind of like you've given up on love and just went, well, this is what life is supposed to be like. This is what maybe love isn't for me. Maybe the dream job of mine isn't for me. Maybe that's all there is to life. You're kind of like taking a huge step down and just like settling. Guys, don't do that. Okay. All right. Let me look at the cards again. Okay, so it looks like after you make your decision to either set aside time and do the internal work, maybe shed a tear, cry a bit, do the Byron Katie, maybe some of you will hire a psychologist. Guys, psychologists are great. They study fields and they give you all these insights. It's like great, phenomenal growth. Or maybe you'll decide to call the person. It looks like no matter what, whenever you make a decision for what to do about it, things are going to get better for you. Because no matter what, guys, it looks like a lot of you are kind of doing this juggling game of, should I go back? You're just playing that I have option A, I have option B. If this does involve like a workplace or an ex-lover, guys, people only wait around for so long. If it's an ex-lover, come on, they're not going to wait forever. If it's an ex-job, they need to get the position filled. So it's being aware that the longer you stay in this, should I do option A, should I do option B? The other person is also like, if you're ignoring them and not reaching out, they're more than likely like, okay, I've got to move on. I've tried what I could try. So the longer you stay in that period, it's also like helping that person move on so that if you decide to reach out in 2 months, 2 years, a year, 6 months, they're already more solidified in that, okay, they're not coming back. Okay, so no matter what though, once you make your decision of how to do it, whether you're going to do it internally, process it alone with someone else, yada, yada, join my high vibe club if you want my help with it. You got the Queen of Earth upright and you got the Ace of Air upright. So this is letting you know that you are kind of you're gonna like enter a peaceful, calm state of life. And most importantly, you're gonna have mental clarity. You're gonna have mental clarity and you're gonna feel a little bit more, not passionate, but you're gonna feel a little bit more maybe creative, but it's gonna be a little bit more of like, okay, I'm okay. It's like you're going to kind of resolve and go, love is for someone like me. That situation just didn't work out. An awesome career is for me. This job I have right now is just a stepping stone. It's going to give you just like mental clarity and like some peace and some calmness in your life. And once that happens, then it's going to surprise you by how many ideas can come in. But you absolutely have to do this other work first, Virgo. Other ideas are going to start coming in. Other like, it's the Ace of Air. So it's kind of like, it's a new start. It's not the happy-go-lucky new start, but it's kind of like the calm after a storm. After a storm goes through, it's tumultuous, but then it's like breath of fresh air. There's peace. There's quiet. I can now think about, do I want to rebuild the house I have? Do I want to move? Did my house stay completely intact? So it's a new start, and it's like ideas will start trickling in. It's not huge action because it's the ace, and it's the ace of air on top of that. So it's not huge action, but it's like you're going to kind of find your recenter, and you're at least going to start getting new ideas for new areas in your life if you decide to go the internal route. Or it might be, okay, so now that we've had this peaceful conversation and we are feeling a little more centered and balanced, like how can we start over? How can we both forgive some of these past hurts and rebuild over? So it's kind of like, it's one of those kind of like, not, I don't want to say rough patch, rough starts, but it's like it's the unsure start. So you're going to get the new ideas, but it's just going to be a little bit of a feelingness of unsure. But guys, come on, Virgos, they have been telling you this for a couple months now. Call the person. They have been telling you a couple months now. You got to make the decision. Like Virgos, I mean, I'm happy to be making these videos for you every month. But if you want new information, we need the collective, the mass majority of Virgos. Either call that old job, call that old ex, have the conversation, see that you're both human, see that you're both nice, or be willing to do the inner work so that you at least let go of that hurt, you know? Like, think of it this way. If you're interacting with someone and they're a big meanie head, you know, and there's an open stove oven that's been on for a very long time, and they grab your hand and they put it in there, and then they let go. If you leave your hand in there, that's you hurting you now. Did they do the initial hurt? Yes. Did the initial coming together of you two bring about pain and hurt? Absolutely. But the more that you keep justifying, this is why I'm going to be mean to them when they reach out, or this is why I would never get back together with them, that's you leaving your hand in the oven, continuing to cause yourself the pain, Virgos. Like, stop it. Stop it. And Virgos, this can't be, I know why this is difficult for you guys, because you guys are like, I'm a Capricorn, so I'm like the workhorse of the zodiac, but you're Virgos. You are the perfectionist workhorses. So it's very easy for you guys to kind of like bury yourself in either family obligations, or most likely it's very easy for you guys to bury yourself into work. And then it's like sometimes when you come out of work a long day, you're like, oh, I'm thinking about that person. Oh, well, F them, they were horrible. And then you go home and sleep, and then you wake up, start work again, and then give yourself 20 minutes to think about them again. That's you torturing, you're getting lost in work. You're like, is that a coping mechanism? I'm forgetting the psychology term for it. You're avoiding your issues by choosing to focus on work. Some of you, it's going to be family obligations. You got to tend to your emotions, Virgos. You got to tend to your emotions. You got to resolve this issue, because it kind of hurts my heart to keep pulling these for you. Okay, guys. I hope you guys navigate through this. If you navigate through it, comment below. Let me know how it goes. Again, you'll be automatically entered for my High Vibe Club. If you guys want to join my High Vibe Club and get boosts from Spirit all the time, click the link below, and you could just join, or you could just enter to win. No matter what, Virgos, I really hope you find some peace this month. I hope you find some peace, whether you reach out to them or you just do the internal work. I hope you guys find some peace. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.